Welcome to the first episode of Heal Me, I'm Good, and this is basically just me talking about playing Medic in, I guess, casual matchmaking is what it's called. And I just want to talk about sort of what I'm thinking about as I play Medic, and hopefully just sort of reflect on how I play and what I'm thinking about as I'm playing. Because when you play Medic in a sort of public situation, you have a lot to think about and you're basically watching most of the time. And so for this map of Upward, by the way, playing Upward, Kritzkrieg, Medic, I really wanted to try and play very passively. And so this is something I've never really done before. I usually play very aggressive in terms of Medic. Oftentimes I'll end up dying. But in this match, I decided that I'm going to play extremely passive, and so I think a lot of the movement is okay, but you'll see I do make some mistakes, but that's okay. Just having fun here, and really just trying to find people to heal because I don't really know anyone on this server. I'm just sort of randomly put here, and it's very interesting to replay and watch playing Medic because as I'm playing, it's probably one of the more stressful, positions, I guess. And then right there, the pyro went back, and then there was that red pyro that walked by him, and that was actually a spy right there. And I would have pursued him more, except that soldier, when the soldier shot at me, I got a little nervous because I thought I took damage, but actually I didn't take any damage at all, and ended up pulling back here. But one of the things I noticed when I play Medic is that I'm doing so much work that sometimes it's very difficult to keep track of who's who. So oftentimes I'll end up healing spies, and I guess it's just bound to happen, in the chaos of just trying to heal everyone. And there's really no communication on these types of matches, but yeah, that does end up happening. And I really try to overheal a lot of the support classes. I do try to heal, the more offensive classes, the frontline classes, but I really try to overheal classes like engineer and spy and sniper because I think oftentimes they don't have a lot of health, and they end up getting sort of chipped over time. And I just want to make sure that they're all sort of topped off because I think a sniper that's topped off at 185. Or 185 plus, depending on their loadout. I think they can feel a lot more confident that they won't get like quick scoped and they're sort of done. But I took an arrow right there, so I end up trying to get the health pack, and I'm really glad that I got the health pack in time and not any of these demo man, because then I'd be sitting at like 33 health, with the crits, and it would have just sort of delayed our push. But I think it's a pretty good push right here. I don't think the demo man got anything. I probably should have just went with the soldier. I think the soldier was the better choice. Whether it's this soldier right here, or I think the black box soldier too. But I think that was sort of my mistake. But just again, it was first time playing in a long time, and just trying to find people sort of heal. So this soldier I think was pretty decent. He went down to a headshot though, so. Definitely sort of sad there. I really tried to stay out of the middle third of the map, and that's sort of like almost where the track goes, because I know that they had like snipers, and here we have this epic melee battle. I was kind of hoping that the demo man would win. I think he got critted on that last one. I ended up getting one good uber saw there, but now that I have full uber, I'm very reluctant, and I thought that the sniper would help me there, but unfortunately he did not. So with full uber, full crits, I ended up pulling back, and I thought that my teammates back there, I thought they would spawn and come and pretty much get rid of the medic and the soldier, but actually what happened was they I guess nobody came, and so I had to force the crits on this soldier, and I'm just hoping, please, that he gets one, but yeah, he ends up not getting the soldier there, unfortunately, and I think it's a sniper, yeah, who melees the soldier to death, plus fall damage. One of the things I also noticed too was in these situations, like with that scout, and I think with that pyro, and there are a couple other situations where I thought that offensive player or the attack class, they didn't focus me enough as the healer. They kind of went after the damage class, which I'm totally fine by. You know, I'm happy I survived. But, you know, that was one of the things that kind of surprised me, because most of the time when I'm sort of isolated out as the medic, they usually go after me and I'm dead because I can't protect myself really. The person that I'm healing hopefully is the one to protect me, and that's usually who I try to heal. I want people that can protect me and you know, defend me. Took a couple of really big rockets there, so I'm pulling back. This was kind of risky to go up the hill because that hill is, I think, double exposed to both the snipers on top of the hill as well as the snipers who kind of like go on that little the shed on the right near the spawn. So I probably shouldn't have done that. This power did a really good job though. I really enjoyed some pretty good spy checks and I never really had to worry. But in terms of defense here, I thought we did an excellent job. I think the engineers, you know, really helped, and although they captured the first point pretty easily, they actually had a hard time after that, and of course got the spy there, and it helped of course with the crit. So now I have Uber and I'm ready to go. I was really hoping that this Devilman would do a lot more here. I took a couple of shots to get the heavy, I think, and it would have been nice to get him on the first shot, or those guys up in the corner. I think that scout was kind of pesking the sentry there, but again, just trying to overheal people. You know, I think overhealing is really good, especially when the team doesn't have a medic. It's basically adding, I don't know, an extra 20 to 100, you know, plus health on regular characters. And to me, TF2 is a lot like mathematics. It's just the greater number, and I think by having more health, your team already has the advantage. And right there, I made a mistake. I actually got caught on the stairs, and I was going to go with the soldier, but yeah, I actually got caught on the stairs. So that's my fault. You know, again, just jumping around, trying to not get sniped like that Devilman there, trying to avoid getting backstabbed, because those are really the things that, as a medic, I'm worried about. You know, I think if someone Ubers into us or crits into us and I die, well, we sort of got outplayed. You know, bad position on my part. But when I get sniped or backstabbed, it's like an insta kill, and it's I don't know, I don't know if sting is the right word as a medic, but it's definitely like, oh my gosh, you know. So again, we can see that they're pushing up pretty hard here. That soldier, I was surprised he didn't go after me harder. I mean, I was half health, and he probably could have killed me there, but again, happy he didn't. And so as they're pushing sort of up into that little tunnel part, we have a pretty good position up here, you know, on top of the hill, because I think once you give up this hill, it's basically defending your spawn point, you know, with that engineer gun and you know, just sort of barely getting out of your spawn. So it's nice that we have a presence up here and that we're not giving it up for free, although they are pushing up, and we need to make sure that we check the cart too. But with 5 seconds to go, I think we've pretty much capped this round, which is pretty nice. I thought, again, we struggled in the beginning, but we definitely held them and we ended up winning the round. So that is part 1 of Passive Medic, just sort of trying to stay alive, overheal people, and hopefully have a good time. So thanks for watching this video.